What's up, you guys? All right, well, here we are Monday morning, and I'm up $31,000 on AYRO. Second leading gapper in the entire market today, gapping up 52%. And it was the stock that I was already honed in on pre-market. It was the top of my pre-market watch list. Why? Well, it was what I thought to be the obvious stock today. Second leading gapper in the market. Great volume. It currently has 121 million shares of volume. It's a 5.27 million share flow. The price is between 2 and 10. It had a catalyst, a good daily chart. Check, 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 check. So I started trading it. I started trading it pre-market. Made a little bit, not a lot, a couple $1,000s. Really made some money once the bell rang, and we had first a gap and go, then a nice red to green, and initially it was a little weak. It failed. It broke the VWAP, it sold off, and then it ripped through the VWAP all the way through the pre-market high of 6 to 620, 630, 650, up to 7, up to 750, and by the time you guys are watching this, who knows, you'll know what the high of day is. Maybe it's gone even higher. So today's a day where I left money on the table. I did. I could have made more. I could have traded it more. I walked away. My last exit was right around 617, and it, went to 750. So I feel on the one hand a little bit of FOMO, even with 31,000 in profit, that man, I could have made more. And so what I'll show you during this recap, I'll give you a live trading example of one of my trades, or a couple of the trades on AYRO. And I will also be watching it as it squeezes up. So we'll be watching it live as it squeezes up through 650, 670, 680, 690. Seller at 7, ripped through 7 to 725, 730, 740, 748. And then I did the right thing, which is I shut everything down. I took down my charts, I closed my platform, out of sight, out of mind. Because I don't want to chase it. I've made my money today. Maybe it'll go to $15, maybe it'll go to 20, maybe it'll tank, it'll have a secondary offering, it'll drop down to 3, and all of that's gonna happen without me. These are gonna go with or without you, and there are times where you're just gonna say, you know what? I've done my job today. I'm green. I need to, step off the train. And, if it keeps going without me, it keeps going without me. I still covered what I needed to do to feel good about myself, to have another green day. So I've got 3 green days here in July. Wednesday, 27,000. Thursday, 32,000. Market was closed on Friday. And here we are Monday with $31,000. So that's almost $90,000, just about $90,000 in 3 trading days. This is off to a really good start, and now I just need to pace myself. I've certainly hit my monthly goal, which is $20,000. So I've exceeded my monthly goal by far. I mean, 20,000 is kind of my minimum for what I would say is usually slow summer trading, July. 40,000 is, more of a hot market type of goal, which is typically October, November, December, January, February. And again, it's not always perfectly seasonal. It's a little cyclical based on hot and cold cycles, but my goal this month was hit $20,000. Well, I did that in the first day. So new goal is 100 grand. I'm $10,000 away. When I cross 100, I'll move the goal up to 150, then to 200, then to 250, then to 300. And who knows? I mean, this is a market where it doesn't seem like it'd be a good idea to say, okay, I hit my monthly goal, I'm gonna stop trading for the rest of the month, right? I'd be leaving so much on the table. So I'm gonna try to maximize on this little window of opportunity where the market is irrationally strong, volatile, crazy, and where there's a lot of opportunity. So I hope you guys are doing the same. If you have not already checked out our summer school program and the 4th of July sales, make sure you do that. There'll be a link right in the description. I'll probably pin it to the top of the comments. So July 40 is a coupon code that will save you 40% on the Warrior Starter, which is our introductory day trading course, or the Warrior Pro, which is our flagship day trading course, includes the starter, includes all of the advanced strategies of the pro curriculum, plus it includes access to the chat room, it includes access to a simulator, it includes access to my live trading archives, mentor sessions, and my proprietary scanner settings that I used this morning to find AYRO at about 10 past 9, 9:15. And lo and behold, it's up over 100%. So what a day. All right, hope you guys did well. Questions, comments, leave them down below. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. I'll do my free watch list again tomorrow morning, pre-market. And so make sure you guys tune in and I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. All right, see you guys later. All right, everyone. So we're going to do our midday market recap here, watching AYRO currently crossing almost 100% gain on the day. I'm up $31,396.76 trading the stock that has about 98 million shares of volume. 98 million shares of volume and up now 100% on the day. Congratulations to those who traded it. I traded this straight off my pre-market watch list. And this actually gave you a really nice entry right here at 625 that led to this move right here up to 670. And it's always a question of, when to walk away. And my last trade on it was on the break right here of 585 up through 610 and then 619. And when we had this false breakout right here, I kind of thought, you know what? Maybe it's my time to step back. I don't want to overstay my welcome and, end up giving back a bunch of profit. So let's just, be grateful. But here's an instance where I might feel like I left a little money on the table as this ended up squeezing from 625 up to a high of 675 without me. But I suppose it's also good I didn't add at 675 for the move to 7 because now I'd be down 20 cents a share. But again, it's always that challenge of not wanting to leave too much money on the table. You leave a lot of money on the table, you feel like, man, I could have made so much more if only I had kept trading. But on the other hand, the day that you take that last trade at 675 and you take full size and all of a sudden you're down and just like that you've given back, potentially half of your day, that can be a really discouraging feeling. And in fact, that happened to me today on AYRO. I was up $6,000 on it, and then I took a little bit of a early dip trade down here long 15,000 shares at around 589, and it dipped down to 63, and I stopped out at 66 and lost $3,000. I gave back half of my profit on it. And then through here, I tried to make back some of it, and eventually I did, but it was a little choppy, and it's never a good feeling to give back half your profit. Anytime that happens, you always feel like, man, why didn't I walk away sooner? What is wrong with me? I should have taken the 6,000, been grateful for it, and I'd be better off if I had. But we all fall into that habit sometimes of overstaying our welcome a little bit. And I think as day traders, we're certainly on the aggressive side. We all know that day trading is risky. There's no question about it. So we're not super risk adverse because we're willing to take these types of high risk trades. But sometimes it does feel like, gosh, am I overstaying my welcome? Am I pushing my luck? Or did I walk away too soon? So my biggest position today on AYRO was 36,000 shares. I had a 36,000 share position. And so, again, do the math. 10,000 shares of this stock is $60,000. So 36,000 shares is, almost $220,000 in the stock. That's a big position. So you're not going to make $31,000 in one day trading with a $500 account. But the good thing about day trading is that it is relatively scalable. So you can scale from trading with 500 shares to 1,000 to 5,000 to 10,000, all the way up, like I did today, to 36,000 if you feel comfortable and you have the account size and you can handle the losses. You can't trade with big size if you can't handle the losses, because if you have a loss with 36,000 shares, every 10 cents it goes up is $3,600. Every 10 cents it goes down is $3,600. I didn't take that trade until I was already up almost 10,000 on the day. So I didn't take that trade till I already had a profit cushion. But once I have a profit cushion in this market, I try to use that kind of as my backstop, because I can say, listen, I'm already up $8,000 on the day. So I could take a 30,000 share position, risking 10 cents, $3,000, and still walk away up 4,000 on the day, even if I lose. Now, I don't want to take trades and just lose, but I can feel comfortable taking that trade knowing that I have a cushion. But of course, buying stocks that are high, like this one, if I had held my entry, let's say this entry back here at 550. So if I had held that trade from 550, 15,000 shares, all the way up to the high of 595, I would have been up, almost 50 cents a share here. So that's $7,500. And then I would have been down 50 cents a share, down 7,500 before it came back up. So I don't usually beat myself up for, man, I wish I was still holding my 15,000 shares from back here. Or it was in this area that I had my 36,000 share position. Because I would have had to then have held it through what would have been a huge winner, all the way to break even, and then all the way to a loss. You can't do that. As a day trader, my mentality with trading momentum is buy high, sell higher. So I will show you, let's see, a trade here from this morning. So let me pull this up. And the other two stocks I traded, neither of them really contributed in a significant way to my profit. So those ones are not super exciting. All right, so let's see. I had Graph. This was the trade on Graph. Just I'll show you real quick. It was a bounce off the VWAP setup right here, long at 22. It popped up to 23. I sold when it came back down here for $500. So didn't make much on that. Solo has been kind of hot today. I took a trade on it in this area and lost 600. And Blue was down 75% today, and I thought maybe was worth a stab on like a kind of reversal bottom bounce setup, but I lost $100 on that. And then AYRO, look at this here, back up towards the high. First 1 minute candle to make a new high, ended up getting bought up, but this doji at the top, those always make me nervous. So a little squeeze there up through the high of, what was that, 80? 87, my goodness, wow. So this one is hot, and I'm up 31,000, and I'm leaving money on the table, which is, maybe if I'd been a little more aggressive and kept trading, I'd be up, 35 or 40,000. But I also, could have timed it wrong, and then next thing you know, I'm up only 21,000. Not that 21,000 is not a great day, but as you get further into the day, you just have to recognize the risk of making a little kind of sloppy mistake increases, because you get decision fatigue. And I've been sitting here since 9 a.m. So I've already been sitting here for 2 hours, and you don't have 8-hour-long basketball games because you can't really maintain your focus at a high level for 8 hours. You just, same with day trading, short window, 9:30 to 10:30, 11, and then you got to sort of step back. So let's look at this trade here. On this one, this was as it was squeezing up. So I've got 25,000 shares here at $5.87, and I'm looking for this to break through $6. So there's 6 on the ask with 82 million shares of volume, holding. I put an order to take some profit at 97. Oh, actually, 97. And then I'm going to add back. So what it ended up doing there, it tapped 6, it pulled back, a little bit of false breakout. So I take profit off, and then I put a new order, 601, ready to add back. Because sometimes, as these approach levels that we understand as being critical support and resistance levels, they can tap it and then fade. And sometimes they don't break it. So if it didn't break it and then it's just faded, I would have sold the rest break even. Now it's coming back up, holding support. It didn't tank, so I added back. Average is now 92. Hand is on the buy button. We've got 601 on the ask. 601 is my limit order. We've got 93 on the ask. And this is a micro pullback right under 6. So now we're coming up for the second attempt at the break through the whole dollar. Watch here. Watch this. So we went 22,000, 21, 20, 19, 18, 15. And look at this. Watch this break. There we go. 5, 7, 8. And I take my profit on the ask with a hotkey as it squeezes up. The high will be right around, I don't know, what was it, 5 or 10? I can't remember. Now watching dip trades. So on a stock like this, I keep kind of moving my orders up, and I'm willing to get back in. I'm buying high, I'm selling higher. I buy high, I sell higher, and I just keep getting in and getting out, getting in, getting out. And 10 cents with 10,000 shares is $1,000. If I can do that 10 times, that's a $10,000 day. If I had 100% accuracy, which would be, was not the case today and isn't the case probably most days, but you get the idea. So this is consolidating here. Let's see the next trade on this. We're going to look for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. The high of day is 609. It comes back up to, so now what you can see here is a very well established level at 609, 610. First 1 minute candle to make a new high. So I'm in this with 20,000 shares at 603. Taking a little profit off the table, that's $2,000. New order goes at 621. Stop, break even on the rest, usually. Added back there at 9. Looking for the break over 15. This ends up hitting a high of, what is it? Let's see. It dips down here for a second. Let's watch this. So I'm holding, and right here I add down here at 99. So now I'm holding at 22,000 shares at 608. Looking for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. So there's 10. Comes back up. Hit a high there of 17, which is where I sold half. So that was right here. So right there, I said, all right, I'm taking half off the table from 608, $2,000, 619. Hit a high there of 619, pulls back, and then the final trade, which I did not take, was that squeeze up over 625 right here. So 625 right there was the next possible trade. Again, at this point, you know, that was a nice setup, but this was a nice setup too. So sometimes it's hard to know when they'll go and when they won't. 625, that gave you a really nice squeeze there up to 675, pulled back, topping tail doji, shooting star, pulls back, rips all the way back up to 87, drops back down to 56, holds support at the $0.50, back up to 98, but it couldn't break through 7. So watch here, 95, 95 on the ask, 96. Is it going to break through 7, or is this going to be the high? Resistance. So sometimes I'll take a little profit out up in these areas if it feels top heavy, it feels like it's not breaking, and then I can always add back for the break over that level. So you've got 94, 95. This is a micro pullback. It's not even a proper 1 minute setup yet. There's 97, 98. But then it dips down again. So it kind of looks like it's going to go, and then it flushes down. So this is where people who bought for that break end up getting stopped out. Maybe some short sellers take a short position. It kind of churns for a little bit, and then as it curls up again for the next attempt, that's when I would be watching, and I would say, okay, I'm going to put my order at, you know, what's the high? 98. I'll put my order at 701. Right, so I put the order up at 701, and then be watching for 98, 99. Ooh, big seller there, 30,000 shares. 30,000 shares on the ask. It can't break it, not yet. And now, again, a second drop. And it hit a high of 7, so it went just a smidge higher and then pulled back. We came up to 7, there was a big seller. Now it's coming up a second time, third time. 25, 20, there you go. There's the break. Most people would put orders out to sell there on the breakthrough 7. And then if it can hold 7 support, then over 710 is the next trade with a stop at 99. And that just starts kind of that next round once you've broken through the whole dollar. So now it's holding 7. Unreal. I feel FOMO, honestly. I'm up 31,000. I still feel like, man, I really left money on the table on this. But that's okay. I'll be back, I'll be back another day. Look at that, 725. Amazing. So good job for those of you guys who've been trading this. Very, very, oh my gosh, look at that. All the way up to 40, 47. But then, of course, if look at how quickly that went from 47 back down to 19. That candle had a high of 47 and a low of 13. That's a big range. If you chase these, next thing you know, you could just be sort of a deer in the headlights as it's dropping down, which is never a fun situation to be in. So it's easy to get sucked back in, and that's why one of the best things that you can do when you feel like, all right, I've had a good day, is to turn off the monitor and walk away. And that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to say close. I'm going to save those pages. I'm going to say $31,000. That puts me up about 90,000 on the month. So 90,000 on the month, just about. It's a good month. I'm going to take my money off the table and I'm going to walk away, and I'll be back tomorrow. And just like that, out of sight, out of mind. Doesn't matter if this goes to 20 bucks today. I walked away with money in my pocket. $31,000 more than I had 2 hours ago. That's pretty good. It's easy to lose sight of that and to not be grateful for it and to feel, oh man, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, and the next thing you know, you're trading emotionally fueled, frustrated that this person made more than me. I'm sure I could go out there if I really wanted to scour the internet. I'm sure I could find someone out there that made more money than me today. You can always find someone that made more money than you. And if you want to feel guilty that, oh, I didn't make more money, it doesn't serve you. It really doesn't. Be grateful for what you've done. So hopefully you guys made some money today. This is our third trading day of July and 3 green days in a row. 27,000 on Wednesday, 32,000 on Thursday. Market was closed Friday for the holiday, and now back here on Monday, 31,000. Maybe I could have made a little more, but hey, not a bad day. Especially since AYRO was a little choppy initially. Initially this morning, it was a little choppy, and the volume is certainly very high, which is good for liquidity to get in and out, but seeing some really big sellers, 40, 50,000 share sellers on the ask, that starts to create a little bit of chop. So be grateful for what you captured today. If you didn't capture profit, go back and look at the chart, maybe tonight when the market's closed, and try to understand what would have been better entries. Where did I get faked out? What could I or should I have done a little bit better? And then try to apply some of those lessons to tomorrow. So this is a great way to start the week. Leading gapper, AYRO, was on my watch list this morning. And it's up, it was a gap of 52%. It's now up over 100%. So we were definitely honed in on the right stock this morning, and that's the goal each day, to try to find the 1 or 2 stocks that have the potential to make a big move. We did see some high relative volume on Solo, LMFA, BLNK. There were a few others that were strong, and I probably could have done a little bit more on some of them, but I really tried to stay focused on the one that I thought was the most obvious. So trade the obvious setups, and I think the profits will follow. All right, so that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will see you first thing tomorrow morning. And reminder, guys, summer school with Mike starts at, let's see, actually I don't remember what time it starts, but he's hosting summer school today. So you can log into the Warrior Pro room to check out the summer school program.
And that right there was an entire video with no ads. I don't monetize my YouTube channel with video ads, which means you guys get to enjoy the content. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that this channel is the channel to watch if you want to learn about day trading.